You're watching WBRC Fox 6 News. Good Day, Alabama.
And we'll tell you about the big decision that Tuscaloosa City Councilors made that could have a big impact on the number of officers in the police department.
And the city of Vestavia Hills mourning the loss of its police chief, what they're doing to remember the impact he made on so many.
When neighbors are telling us about a suspect after a scary ordeal in Tarrant, a shooting and a standoff with bullet holes left in one person's home.
We welcome you in. Good morning, everybody. Glad you're with us. For those of you joining us online, Roku, wherever you're able to watch us while soccer is on right now. I'm Janice Rogers.
And I'm Mike Beverly. Made it to the middle of the week, y'all. That's good, right? Mickey Ferguson, take a look at your weather now. Mickey, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Y'all are doing okay on the interwebs here?
Yeah, the interwebs.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, all right.
We appreciate those who are sticking with us.
Right.
And if you are sticking with us, aren't we on TV at 7?
We are.
7-ish, whenever the
7-ish?
game's over,
Yeah,
the
really.
match is over.
So hang in there with us, and we'll be back on WBRC at 7-ish, depending on the game. Here's a look out live from Tuscaloosa this morning. It is 69 degrees there at the Capstone. Dew point at 68. So the dew point's actually a little lower than it was this time yesterday, much lower in Birmingham. A dew point at 61. That means it's a lot more comfortable outside having those low dew points. The temperature reading, though, at 73 degrees, and that's right in line with what we'd normally see around this time of the year. But look at this, temperature's a little cooler to get us started here this morning. We're in the 60s in Gadsden, 63, 65 in Ashland. Hello, Clay County. Rockford at 68, morning Coosa County, and Centerville at 69 degrees there in Bibb. Haleyville and Winston County at 64 degrees. So a cool start to our hump day. You can see a dry sweep on radar. Not much going on there, and we're really not anticipating much, if any. We're just not anticipating rain today. We have showers up to our north, but I think that's where they're going to stay. And we just have a pretty nice day. Now, we're going to slowly start to see those dew points rise. We do have a little bit of cloud cover headed our way going into this afternoon. Our temperature readings getting close to about 93 for a high in Birmingham and low to mid-90s in most other locations. So mostly cloudy skies at some point and then thinning out a little bit later on. As far as the humidity level, that starts to climb as we head into tomorrow and then going into the weekend. Not only though the humidity of that air you can wear, but we also have a return to seeing not only rainfall, but could see maybe a few storms. Some strong storms could roll through tomorrow in the afternoon hours to early evening. So strong winds, we could see some heavy rain and some lightning associated with that. Let's take a look at the model data associated. And you can see, first of all, temperature readings are starting to climb. You can see Tuscaloosa getting up into triple digits tomorrow. And then we start to see at about 2 p.m. a cluster of thunderstorms into Marion, Fayette, Winston, Walker County at about that time. And then close to our evening rush hour, looks like we're going to be getting wet into the Birmingham metro area down through Shelby County, parts of St. Clair up through Blount counties. We can see some heavy rainfall at that time and dissipating somewhat overnight. And then Friday, we could see another round. This particular model is showing a little cluster of thunderstorms rolling through northeast Alabama at about 1 p.m. That would include Calhoun and Etowah counties, Clay counties impacted by that as well. Checking the tropics, we were looking at 2 disturbances yesterday. Today it's just 1, and it only has about a 10% chance of formation. So the tropics really settling down for us in the Atlantic. So we're looking at a excuse me, first alert for strong storms tomorrow in the afternoon hours, and then some scattered storms on Friday. Beyond that, we just hold on to that muggy atmosphere for the weekend. We're looking at highs in the low to mid 90s. Those feels like temperatures, though, when it doesn't rain, could reach those triple digits, probably 102, 103 degrees at most, so below heat advisory criteria, but still a little uncomfortable outside. And then just scattered showers, a soupy atmosphere going into next week with some showers and thunderstorms. If you want to go to the Barons game today, we'll have that forecast for you coming up in just a little while. I think in the it's around 6 o'clock. But right now, let's get a check on traffic with Toy.
Okay, thank you very much, Mickey. We are taking a live look at the beautiful shot there. Yeah, this is how we do it. And of course, 2059 from the downtown Birmingham area. Traffic moving nice and smoothly there, and a lovely shot of the sunrise rising over the area. All right, now we are going to take a look at things across the area. We are in great shape this morning. No issues or concerns really, except for some road work on 459 southbound, the on-ramp to I-20 there. So I want to give you that first alert. But other than that, we have no other issues or concerns to report to you at this time. Janice and Mike.
All right, Toy, thank you. Well, the Vestavia Hills Police Department mourning the death of its longtime chief, Danny Rary.
Flags are flying at half staff at the department. It was announced Tuesday that the longtime chief passed away. The department says he left a lasting impression after serving in law enforcement since 1978, the last 42 years at Vestavia Hills. Hills WBRC's Liviana Calmes has more on this impact and legacy.
That's right, and we're just hearing about this hours ago, the passing of Vestavia Chief Danny P. Rary, a beloved member of the police department who's been there for over 40 years in the force and even longer in law enforcement. The police department sharing on their Facebook page a statement, a reaction to this passing, saying, quote, "With the strong support of the community, city staff, and elected officials, the Vestavia Hills Police family will continue to embody the vision and direction of Chief Rary. His leadership has forever left an impression on the members of this department and the Vestavia Hills community." The Vestavia Hills Police Department says right now they don't have any more comments as they mourn this grief, this large loss for the police department. And we don't know anything about funeral arrangements yet or if there'll be anything that the public can attend, but we'll keep you updated with those details. In Birmingham, Liviana Calmes, WBRC, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Meanwhile, we now know the name of the man facing kidnapping charges of an 11-month-old baby in Vestavia Hills. Joel McCandless is accused of shooting into a home at the Grand Highland apartment complex Sunday and then taking the baby from the infant's mother. McCandless faces 8 charges in addition to kidnapping, including shooting into an occupied building, burglary, and reckless endangerment. The baby is okay. The Tuscaloosa City Council hopes more money will help bring in more officers to the city.
So Tuesday night, they voted in favor of adding a bonus for members of the police department. Kelvin Reynolds joins us live with more on those bonuses. Hey, Kelvin, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Janice and Mike. You know, it happened during Tuesday night city council meeting. City councilors approving a one-time retention bonus plan for Tuscaloosa Police, and that's a $10,000 bonus, and the officers have to work for the department for at least 2 years to be able to earn it. Now, the numbers of officers in TPD, they've been lagging over the last couple of years, and there is some hope that doing this along with some other measures could help get those numbers up. We spoke with City Council President Kip Tyner, who believes this is one of the newest things that they can do to help TPD.
It's a difficult situation for departments across the country to retain officers and even to become a police officer. So this is, something that we're going to try, and I know it's got a lot of people excited, and so we'll hopefully it'll work.
Well, Tyner went on to say that these retention bonuses are going to cost the city around $3.2 million if all of them are paid out to those eligible officers. It could take some time, however, to determine whether or not if that's going to help encourage more people to apply to become TPD officers, as well as hoping those other officers are going to stay on longer to earn the bonuses. Kelvin Reynolds, WBRC, Fox 6 News on your side.
Kelvin, thank you. Well, the Chilton County Humane Society says it's in crisis mode this morning and they need help.
Yeah, leaders say the Humane Society has been struggling for several years with overcrowding and a shortage of workers. Right now, the Humane Society has about 150 animals, which they say is too much for them to handle. The goal is to hire 2 more employees and gather more board members. This shelter is also in desperate need of financial stability, more space, and volunteers, but they say here's one way you can help them deal with the overcrowding.
We got our animal control officers picking up 12 to 15 animals at a time in some locations.
We, like I said, have the spay neuter low cost program here where people can buy low cost vouchers they can have their animals transported from here to Birmingham to be fixed and pick up the next day.
Commission Chair Jimmy Hardy is asking the community to be patient, though, as they work through these issues.
Well, another warning this morning for teenagers who use the social media apps like Snapchat. One safety expert says parents really need to stay on top of their kids' use of apps like these, but that's easier said than done. However, they do say simply remind them to be wary of accepting requests or uploading images from people they don't know well, because the expert we spoke with says some of the interactions can be detrimental for children.
Particularly in our middle schooler and some high school students, where screenshots have, been made or a recording of some sort, and then it's passed around the entire school. And what they thought was a one-time harmless Snapchat or communication with someone turns out to be something that can become cyberbullying, as well as something that is criminal and has a criminal intent.
If you'd like to learn more about the parental controls on Snapchat, you can go to this story on the WBRC News app. Mike?
Several school districts are welcoming back teachers this week, and that includes Gardendale High School. The Jefferson County School System held orientation for the roughly 250 teachers new to the district.
I learned some techniques about just how to actually put students first in the learning and how to make sure that they are active and engaged throughout the time of the lessons and whatnot.
Tips and tricks to make the year a little bit easier and transitioning to the first of the year will definitely help me feel more relaxed.
The first day for students in Jefferson County schools is August 8th.
Now to an event in Birmingham that's proving dreams really do come true. Make-A-Wish Alabama and Full Moon Barbecue teaming up to surprise two local kids with a trip to Kansas City to meet Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. 9-year-old Jesse, 15-year-old Gabby, both staying resilient while they're facing health challenges. Now they have something big to look forward to.
I tell you, this whole country loves Patrick Mahomes and what he's done. He's the new Tom Brady. So in this era, that there's no one bigger than him. And having these kids to go up there and fly and meet them and with the team is a big joyous for them and for us to make that wish come true for them.
Obviously, that is not Jesse or Gabby, but they got to spend some time talking with Mahomes, and they will also attend a spring practice and then tour Arrowhead Stadium. So I hope that makes them feel a little bit better.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, if you're an Alabama fan, there's a new subscription-based program that gives you access to exclusive fan experiences, including autographs from your favorite student athletes. The new service is called Yay Alabama. All the money from the subscription fees goes to the Alabama student athletes under the name, image, and likeness umbrella.
I think it just helps their quality of life and able to enhance their experiences while they are student athletes at the University of Alabama. This is a way for the common fan with a relatively minimal investment per year to ensure the future of Alabama athletics.
You'll notice the impact of the subscription service at Fan Day this Saturday, which is always free, but the autograph session afterwards is not. That will only be available to subscribers of Yay Alabama.
Fall football camp begins today for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Players are set to report to camp ahead of the preseason practices. The Tide coming off an 11-2 season, finishing second in the SEC West. Alabama will host Fan Day this Saturday, 2:30, inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. Well, the USA women's national soccer team will face Sweden next in what's known as the knockout round in the Women's World Cup.
But it was not easy getting there. Facing Portugal, Team USA played to a scoreless tie but had enough points to advance to the round of 16. That match against Sweden is Sunday morning at 4 a.m. Alabama time, and you can watch it as a Fox affiliate. WBRC Fox 6 will carry it live. It is still unclear. Actually, it is clear now that we'll play Sweden. They're playing Sweden in the round of 16. Yeah.
Well, the family of a black woman whose cells were taken from her without consent and used in scientific research for decades has reached a settlement with Thermo Fisher Scientific. Henrietta Lacks died from cervical cancer back in 1951. Doctors at Johns Hopkins University took some of her cells without her consent. Those became the first human cells to help develop therapies, including vaccines for polio, even COVID-19 vaccines. So it's still used today. But the family was never compensated for that. but now things are changing for them as they've reached a settlement. AMC Theaters says thanks to Barbie and Oppenheimer, July the 21st through the 27th was its highest sales week ever in its 103-year history. Barbie, Greta Gerwig, is now the highest grossing female director for an opening weekend. I think people like both those movies.
I believe so.
Barbie in particular.
Yeah. Hey, we thank you for joining us on this news update online. We'll be back in the next half hour.
That's right. We'll see you around 7-ish after the World Cup.